Hold on to your hats. This is Don't Tell the Bride.
What do you think?
You look really nice.
Do I?
Only the bravest of brides
Oh, I'm really scared.
would let their groom organise the biggest day of their life. Alone.
She's gonna love it, I know she is. But she'll probably kill me.
The grooms get £12,000.
No strippers!
And the brides get no say in how it's spent. With a million ways to splash the cash.
I got married on a battleship. And black for Vegas, baby.
And a million things to organise.
I don't know what she wants.
It's while stressing me out.
Can the guys pull it off in just 3 weeks?
I can't do it.
And will it be for better? Or for worse?
After 10 minutes, I want to get it off.
You've ripped the whole family apart.
This is hell on earth.
Tonight, Don't Tell the Bride celebrates its first civil partnership as Daring Dan tries to plan the perfect day for his partner, Mark.
Some performers, maybe some drag.
It'll be my worst nightmare.
Can Dan control his spending?
We started off with £12,000. 3 days in,
We've got 3. I have to rent you out, love.
Will he let his best man go OTT with the camper ring?
Chin.
Topless waiters.
Everyone got a good body?
Stop, please. Stop.
Will he be able to pick the perfect wedding suit for perfectionist Mark?
I will not wear for my wedding, the biggest day of my life, anything that's not brides.
Can this man give this man the wedding of his dreams?
I just hope that my suit hasn't come at the expense of some crappy drag queen. It's just embarrassing.
Today, 29-year-old student Mark is moving out of the flat in central London that he shares with 28-year-old human resources consultant Dan.
back to Southend. Can't wait.
You've got quite a lot of luggage there, babes, for 3 weeks.
Yeah,
Is that not a
got
bit
my
excessive?
clothes, my work.
The couple met in a bar in Sydney 6 years ago.
Oh, God, look at the state of you.
Love that photo.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Oh, look at how young you look there. Got to the bottom of the stairs and I was like, all right, nice meeting you, bye. And then you lunged at me and stuck your tongue down my throat. I was like, yeah.
2 months later, and the lads moved in together. But there's something missing in their relationship.
Mark would ask me about getting married probably every day, I'd say.
Every day?
Yeah.
No, I'm not that bad. Once a month?
No, probably about 3 times a week, maybe.
Three times a month, max.
No, definitely 3 times.
All right, 3 times a week.
But they can't afford the wedding that Mark is desperate for. He's still studying, and Dan's trying to pay off his student loan. So now, Mark's decided he's going to hand over all control of his big day to Dan.
I knew that I would fall into sort of the bride role. I've planned our wedding thousands of times in my head, so I know exactly how I want it, where everything's going to be, who's going to come. I wouldn't say I'm a control freak, but I kind of...
you?
No, I'm not. But I do like things in a certain way.
And when it comes to keeping domestic life blissful, Mark generally gets his way.
I'm really meticulous about how I have things. You put the pillars wrong as well. You haven't done the diamond formation, you know, like the diamond formation.
Oh, I can't do anything right. Mark is really persistent, and it can sort of be a bit like, OK, enough already.
So can laid-back Dan live up to meticulous Mark's master plan?
I think that it is really important that I grab the bull by the horns and really run with it and, you know, show Mark that, you know, I can deliver something really, really spectacular in that time.
It's time for the couple to say goodbye. Mark's parents arrive to take him back to Southend for the next 3 weeks.
See you when we get there. I'm walking down the aisle. All right? Take care. I love you. All right?
It will be the longest the couple have been apart in 6 years. The biggest day of Mark's life is now in Dan's hands.
feeling quite upset that I'm leaving Daniel, because I'm just going to really miss him. I love him so much, and I'm so used to being with him every day and speaking to him every day. So a little bit of trepidation, but some excitement as well, because I know that in 3 weeks' time I'm going to get to see him again and we're going to get married.
For Dan, help is at hand.
Hi, boys.
Hello, sweetheart.
In the shape of best men Andy and Steve.
Moving in. How long are you moving in for? Only a couple of days.
3 weeks of freedom.
I've got to just plan a wedding.
Yeah,
Easy.
easy.
What's that? What, the Tattinger?
I'm not sure we should have the Tattinger. That's Mark.
Sod it.
He's not here.
He's not here, we're drinking. Cheers, Mark. He's going to go ballistic if we drink his champagne.
Do you reckon? Yeah. No, he'll be fine.
No, I don't really care anyway.
The fear that I have is that he's very easily persuaded into anything. So if his friends are like, oh my God, let's get this, and he'll be like, oh, I don't know. And they'll be like, it'll be good fun. He'll be like, all right then. So I know from first-hand experience how easily persuaded he is.
I think Mark wants something quite traditional.
Yawn.
Yeah.
Boring. It's not, but it's not.
but it's
Mark's got no
nice.
input because he's not here, so it's about what we do. So what do you want?
I guess we can make it a bit more me. Totally party in the evening. We can maybe like have somewhere we can have some performers, maybe some drag.
Yeah, topless waiters.
Go showgirl.
Showgirl.
The topless waiters. Because we can kind of make that classy.
I think the worst thing that Dan could do is to just go over the top with the campery and everything is like garish and in your face and tacky. I mean, that would be the worst nightmare, that there's no classic or classy stuff and there's no tradition, it's just tack, tack, tack. Would hate that.
So Dan knows that Mark wants a traditional wedding, and now he's told his best men. But Steve's not listening.
There's a place in the city called Proud.
Right.
That's kind of like, you know what we're saying with like the showgirlish? That's very much like that in there.
And if it's a cabaret venue, we'd have a stage as well.
We'd have the stage for the cabaret in the evening.
That'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it?
Uh.
The problem is, has it got a licence for a civil...
Why would I know that? I'm not a wedding planner.
But Mark knows exactly what he wants, and it doesn't include showgirls. His perfect wedding venue lies among the dreaming spires of Oxford, where he's a student. He's invited his mum Jean to his college, Corpus Christi, to show her where he'd be tying the knot if he was in charge.
So people would walk in, what they'd be greeted with this beautiful quadrangle. There's something magical about Corpus Christi. I mean, you get sort of sucked in to its sort of romantic feeling about the place. And I just think that it is exclusive to the extent that, you know, you can only get married there if you're a current member of the college, you know, so it's not sort of something that anyone can just rock up and do, you know. Really romantic place. Be perfect for a wedding. Something nice and tranquil and traditional and beautiful. I think it would look amazing, don't you?
Having your ideal wedding
Yeah.
here would be just, well, magnificent.
Yeah.
Absolutely magnificent to have it here.
Dan's been dragged by best man Steve to Proud Cabaret.
Wow.
A club famous for its cabaret acts and burlesque waitresses.
Just have your marketing up here on trains during the evening.
Throughout the whole evening.
Throughout the whole evening.
We just sit here,
Just have
have our dinner on
drinks.
trays.
Yeah.
We could be waving. Waving out.
Mark could hate it. Let's do it.
I really love the venue though.
I actually love it.
Amazing.
I can just imagine everyone coming in, being seated and being served by smartly dressed waiters and waitresses.
So what is their normal outfit in the venue?
It's like black corset, seam stockings, full like burlesque outfits.
Amazing.
Like, feather.
Showgirl Kylie we wanted.
Yeah. I love it.
I've spent so much time thinking about it and visualising it. It would just be, you know, very special for both myself and Daniel, I think.
Just the perfect place for my son to get married.
Ah.
Are indeed. But would Jean be as proud if her son got hitched at Proud? At nearly £7 grand, the price is certainly swish. But Dan's dream venue doesn't have a marriage licence, so he can only have his reception here.
I haven't got a negative for this place.
I haven't got one negative. I can't find fault anything. Is this where you're going to have your wedding reception?
Yeah, I reckon it is. It's perfect. Chin chin.
Mark's Oxford dreams are destined to stay just that. He's met up with best mate Andrew. They're wondering how Dan's coping without his man.
I think he'll just be missing your input.
Yeah.
Because all the time he's trying to arrange everything, he'll be thinking, what would Mark like?
He'll worry that he'll be doing things and I might not like it, and that will stress him out a little bit. But Dan is very organised, so he'll have some kind of, like, spreadsheet with everything set out, and he'll have, like the budget and how much he's spent and things like that, and he'll be very cautious about spending money.
Are we talking about the same person? Dan's already blown over half his budget on a reception venue before he's even found somewhere to get married. Fortunately, Islington Town Hall would be a snip at £300.
This is the room.
Wow, this is really nice, isn't it?
You two would be sitting on these two chairs. Was it the two of you that...
No, it's actually Mark, who's my partner.
Your partner and yourself?
Yes.
OK, so it'll be you and your partner sitting over here.
OK.
At the end of the ceremony, you'll just come and sign on this table.
Very nice.
It's very grand.
It is,
which
isn't
is
it?
very what Mark wanted.
Yeah, it's really traditional, isn't it?
Very traditional.
Ticks that box, doesn't it?
Mm.
Have you booked a date for giving notice yet to get married?
What's that? What's giving notice?
Aha. OK, you need to actually, both you and your partner need to call your local register office to book an appointment to give notice.
OK, and how long does that take?
That's 16 days before the notice clears. So minimum is 16 days before the date of the ceremony.
What's 16 days from now? What date is that?
You have to give notice by tomorrow.
No, that's quite serious.
Yes,
You reckon?
So it is. You can't do your civil partnership without giving notice.
OK.
Well, potentially we've just spent £6,500 on an evening venue that we can't actually use. We probably won't even get back again.
Well, then we'd have how much? What, £5,400 to do everything in there?
It's either that or me and you will have £6,600 of food and drink to drink on our own in Proud Cabaret, which will probably be followed by a rather immediate rush to the hospital. My stomach's pumped.
Give it a good go. I suppose we've got to check if there's, like, one of those registrars available as well.
What?
The person that marries you. Or that civil partners you, whatever.
Yeah, but when you book a venue, that just comes with it.
Does it?
I don't know.
Do you want to book an appointment to give notice for a civil partnership?
Yeah.
And it'll be £67 that you pay Camden.
Per person?
Together. For the two of them.
Per person. How many do you want in the wedding? We all love each other, haven't we? Sorry.
I think we're a bit hysterical.
But it's no laughing matter. The town hall is available and affordable, but Dan's not convinced. He's now leaving himself less than 24 hours to find a wedding venue.
Let's just hope this is the one. I hope so. I really hope so.
Lovely location.
Perfect, what we're trying to do. And it looks amazing so far.
Desperate Dan's last hope is the Andaz Hotel in central London.
Oh.
So yeah, this is the ceremony room.
I think this is amazing. I think we just need to get it.
The hotel even has a Masonic temple where Dan could hold his drinks reception.
Oh my God. Oh, this Damn, you said about thrones.
I told you it was better than his.
Oh my God.
It's not Oxford, but it does have the tradition that Mark's always dreamt of.
Dan?
Yeah?
The colour scheme's the same as Proud.
It's true.
The red uplight.
I think it looks good, don't you?
But nothing's sacred to Steve. He's got other ideas.
Go-go dancers in this place.
Let's go dancers up there.
So we could have a couple of cages just in the corner.
Steve, you've turned this venue from class, from pure class.
Play some games, spin the bottle in the middle.
Strip poker in the corner.
You're going to have the most amazing wedding.
Yeah, but this is going to cost a fortune, isn't it? I'll have to rent you out, love.
There goes another £2,000. Dan's spending cash quicker than Kylie at a hot pants auction.
I think it's scary when we started off with £12,000 and
now we've got
3 days in.
We've got three.
We've got three.
Three and a bit.
Those were always going to be the more expensive things. The rest of it is you reining your taste in. Now the rest of it is compromise time.
While Dan and Steve come to terms with their £9,000 spending spree, at his parents' house in Southend, Mark is also starting to feel the pressure.
I think it's difficult for me to let go of all control, you know. It's just like the anticipation of like not knowing like where it's going to be, who's going to be walking me down the aisle, what I'll be wearing, you know, all that kind of stuff. It's a bit sort of nerve-wracking. I think sometimes he can be a bit indecisive and he just goes with the flow a little bit. So I think my only worry really is that in arranging the wedding, he might get caught up in other people's ideas rather than asserting his own.
Does anyone want to get their top off for an audition for a topless waiter in 10 minutes? Anyone got a good body?
The money to pay for topless waiters is one thing these boys don't have. What they do have is a plastic megaphone and absolutely no shame.
Stop where you are!
We're looking to cast some topless waiters.
Okay.
Cool.
We need someone with a topless waiter.
You don't have to understand, you've got to take your top off.
No. Stop, please. Stop.
We're looking for a couple of topless waiters to give out some champagne.
We've got 4.
4? What about that one there? Oh, no, it's a woman.
I think Dan could be led astray on some things.
Too bold.
I do love Steve, but I think he is quite a character, isn't he?
We're looking for really hot guys that want to get their tops off.
He might lead Dan astray.
You want to get your top off?
If Mark thought I was sending him down the street getting phone numbers of guys with hot bodies, I don't necessarily know that the wedding would happen. I think you can blame me. Mark will never speak to me again.
It's all right, it's fine.
At least you've got somewhere to come when the divorce.
After a couple of hours, the boys call it a day. Probably for the best. In Southend, Mark's getting to spend some quality time with his mum.
Do you remember when we used to come down here when you was little and the fun we used to have throwing bread in?
I loved it.
Yeah.
I love this part.
Mark came out as a teenager. It was a huge step.
I got to the stage when I was 17, I was like, I cannot carry on lying anymore or pretending that I'm not gay because it was making me so unhappy, and that's when I told you. I think when I came out to you, I think everything changed, didn't it?
I think so, yeah.
Because I could
that
be more myself more.
I was totally surprised by it, but I think, you know, I was quite happy.
Yeah.
I held your hand.
You did hold my hand.
And I, you know, I said, it's not a problem, and, you know, whatever. Still loved you, you're still my son, and there wasn't going to be any problems with me accepting it. No. And the same with your dad.
Yeah, Dad was really good, wasn't he?
Excellent, he was.
15 years later, I'm very happy, and I've got someone that I want to spend the rest of my life with. And for us to now sort of celebrate that in a civil partnership is just perfect.
Yeah, very proud.
Are you?
Very proud, yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
Two weeks to go, and Dan may be short of cash, but he's full of ideas. He and the boys have decided to make Mark a tribute video.
We need to have a good balance, don't we, of, like, niceness as well as cheesiness.
Yep.
I haven't seen him for 3 weeks, so it'll be a nice little tribute to him.
A nice tribute to Mark in a way that is fitting to you.
Yeah.
Cheesy, trashy and camp. I love it. Sit up. Hero.
Mark may not be there, but at least his head is. Make that 2.
Steve Arm, he's got to be strong. And he's got to be fast. And he's got to be fresh on the fight. Yes, that's brilliant. Next vacation.
Director Charlie's creative concept, love songs, from Dan to Mark. You can't fault their enthusiasm.
Let's go. That's a wrap.
While the boys are camping it up around town, Mark is hitting Savile Row on a very serious mission. Mark wants a tailor-made suit. Anything off the peg, and his day will be ruined.
Quite like it, actually. I was a bit reluctant before about having tails, but I really like the fact that it's kind of traditional with a bit more sort of a modern twist on it. I think it's pretty sharp. I really like it. I hope you get something like this.
Mark may want high-end, but Dan can only afford high street. And he wants them in matching suits.
White? We could put Mark in white, couldn't we? His bride. Then what about this?
That's good. I look good in that, really.
We could go bowling like these straw hats.
Like a barbershop quartet.
Listening to this man could seriously damage your marriage.
The suit would definitely have to be tailor-made because of my body shape. It's kind of, I've got a really long, slight torso and then really long arms. So, for example, if Dan was to buy something like this off the peg, the arms don't quite fit. This needs to be pulled in the back. The trousers would need to be taken in slightly for it to fit properly. That would be massively important. It has to be tailor-made. He has to get all my measurements.
Dan's forgotten to bring the sizes of Mark. So we're kind of guessing.
If it doesn't fit, I won't wear it.
I quite like you like that.
Do you? I could fit a side of beef down here.
You're so cute. You look like you should be on the river, like punting.
Or up a certain creek without a paddle?
No. That's really nice.
It fits better as well. Really nice to see fitted.
No.
Do you reckon?
No.
I don't think it looks as bad as I thought it was going to. Yeah. Make him stand out, though, from the crowd.
Oh, no, in a good way. It's not right. You've got to be really good looking to wear that.
Excuse me,
Can you imagine if he got me something like this? I would just be like, what? Even though it's supposed to be my size, it's ill-fitting, it's got no shape, kind of just hangs on me.
And if Dan buys something like that?
I will not wear for my wedding, the biggest day of my life, anything that's not right.
How much did you say the budget you want him to spend on a suit?
Oh, a good £1,000, I think.
Which is more important to you, how much the suit costs or how well it fits?
How well it fits will...
Depend on the price.
Will depend on the price. So if he buys a £150 suit, I know for a fact that it won't fit me properly.
Dan couldn't afford socks from Savile Row.
That's really nice.
It's really nice.
And it's not like you're going to work. I think Mark would look really nice in that.
And it's all shimmery and shiny.
I think he'll love it.
Mark has decided on the tails.
This is definitely the one. I love it. I really, really love it. The ivory shirt, tie, and then the contrast with the dark black and the towels just gives it that kind of classic, elegant look. I really love it. I want to get married in this suit. Can I ask how much is this one?
£2,000.
2,000.
Yep.
I'm worth it. Take the jacket off.
Oh, it's here. 100.
150. Fine.
Perfect, isn't it?
You look amazing in it. Mark will look amazing in it. It seems
Within
silly
budget.
not to. It's within budget. It seems silly not to get it.
I think we should go for these.
How much a percentage? 100?
95.
It's good enough for me.
It may be good enough for Steve. It won't be good enough for Mark. With their budget rapidly evaporating, Dan and Steve go to the local florists, where Steve has a plan.
If you can get it within 400 quid, I say do it. Or you're going to have to cut something else out. We keep overspending. Money isn't there. That's the problem.
How many would you need in a bouquet?
At least 10. Those ones are short ones, so after it's depending if you really want this side or just a little bit longer.
Is shorter cheaper?
That's the cheapest.
Okay, so buttonholes.
I think Mark and I would want different buttonholes.
You want something different?
More extravagant.
Extravagance.
They were thinking more then.
Just imagine on you.
So,
Yeah.
it is quite extravagant, isn't it?
That's like a javelin.
It's not going to stay.
You do your first kiss and poke that tie out.
You judge a colour lily differently?
So you could get a larger calla lily.
We can have larger, yeah.
So we're at 450 a buttonhole.
495.
450? 410? 350.
It's a shame.
At £465, Steve's met his match.
Okay, so it's a yes and we're going to order it all.
Hurrah!
At the end of the second week, Dan's credit is well and truly crunched. He's got just 1,500 quid left to buy the bridesmaids' dresses, a cake, transport, stag do's, favours, makeup. Mark's blissfully unaware of Dan's financial crisis. He's now dreaming of his ideal wheels for the big day.
Something like travelling in a bit of style. This is what I'd like. No Jaguars. No. No Mercedes. No. No BMWs. Has to be a Bentley. So I would be very disappointed if he doesn't get a Bentley because he knows how much I love them. What wouldn't be ideal is if he just calls a taxi, bus, underground. You know, it's nice to arrive in style. I wouldn't want to have to walk to the venue. Can you imagine?
Well, we could go there.
Up lane. No, because we want to walk the most simple route for everyone. Up Blister Street.
Blister.
Which is quite appropriate because they're all going to have blisters from walking.
When the going gets tough, the tough get going. Dan has decided to make his future husband and 100 guests walk a mile between the wedding and reception venues.
It must be that way.
It's got to go that way.
Carry on.
That's if they can find it.
That way?
I would have said that way. Which way is Fenchurch Street? Which way? I think they'll probably think we're cheap.
But they're actually going to walk past like quite a few cool buildings. It's going to be very different. No, I think it's going to be a really cool talking point. Yeah.
A talking point for the rest of your married life.
It's actually quite a long walk.
I think it's down that way there.
Yeah.
Yay! That took approximately 20 minutes.
Perfect.
With 6 days to go, Dan's in Blackpool for his stag. He's penniless, so he's got his mates, including bridesmaids Katie and Danielle, to pick up the bill. Mark's also being indulged. Dan's arranged some pampering for him and his mates. He's just not going to be paying for it.
In case you hadn't already guessed, no money has this stag do been blessed. Thanks. For it has all been spent on the actual day, and it's not for you lot to fritter away. I didn't want this to cause a dampener, so I waited to say until after your pamper.
Thanks. Yes.
Well, I'll pay. I'll have to pay for that. You pay for yours.
Well, no, I'll pay.
No, I'll pay for the other. You pay for yours, and then I'll have to pay for the other.
No, it's not going to be on there.
Oh. Right.
It's not that Dan hasn't put the effort in. He's booked a restaurant. But guess who's forking out for it?
I'm really enjoying our good night. It's costing me a fortune. Thanks, Dan. He's just getting me back for all those years of me spending his money. Woo! Cheers.
Back in Blackpool, and Dan's trying his hardest to put his money worries behind him.
A little bit delicate, it's probably an understatement of the year. I'm feeling a little bit nervous. I do really want the day to go perfectly. That's what I'm most nervous about. What we get done is what we get done. What we don't get done doesn't matter, people won't know about it. So we've done the important stuff now. It's going to go well. I'm sure.
With only 3 days to go, an exhausted Dan heads home to his mum's house in Kent.
What's going on?
Oh, lots to tell.
Are you hungry?
Yeah, a little bit.
And how are you coping without young Mark?
It is really difficult. But I guess I am in the kind of privileged position that I've got a whole wedding to organise, so it keeps my mind busy.
Yeah.
But when you go to bed at night and try and stop thinking about that, you turn over and the pillow's empty.
Oh, and there's nobody sort of then to talk to, is there?
It's really difficult.
What difference does it make to your life? Like, a lot of people get married to have children and stuff. From my old-fashioned mind, that is.
Well, we've been together for six years. Yeah, I think it's really important that we're able to kind of share that and show people, how much we love each other as well. The thing for us really is about celebrating it with our friends and our family as well.
For Mum Philippa, it's a chance to find out exactly how the civil ceremony will unfold. Dan's decided to ditch tradition and wants their mothers to give them away.
You've asked me to walk with down the aisle, which I'm very proud of. Because usually you would be, like, one of you would be down the aisle already, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
So will Mark be down the aisle already?
No, we both want to have our kind of moment of glory, I think. So you and I would walk up, and then once we're kind of at the top, that's when I would then be waiting, and that's when they'd bring Mark in and he would walk up with his mum and his wedding.
His mum's walking him down, and I'm walking you down.
Yeah.
Dads usually walk the girls down, so the mums can walk the boys down.
So how are you feeling about it all then? What about the ceremony?
I'm looking forward to it, mate. It's not many mums that get to give their sons away, is it? Mums usually have to take a back seat. The fact that Daniel's had the opportunity to do this, which he wouldn't have had years ago. Not that many years ago, is it? So, yeah, for me it'll be a very emotional day, as I'm sure it will be for him too. Yeah, I'm very proud of him. Really proud. You take care. Let me know if there's anything you need.
Will do.
Stay calm. Thinking of you. See you on Friday. See you Friday. Take care, darling.
Back in Southend,
What is it?
Mark finally receives an invite. It's his first hint of what Dan is planning.
Place? Oh my God. It's like silver and white, or purple and gold. Silver and white, probably. Purple and gold, that'd be hideous. It's nice on the invite, but I hope it's not the themed colours. There is a slight mark on here, and that's just like a nice, kind of like a wallpapery pattern on the back. And hopefully that's got nothing to do with what they'll be wearing, or what we'll be wearing.
Purple suit, gold tie.
Can you imagine?
Mark won't have to imagine for long. Dan's colour scheme is purple and silver. With just 2 days to go, Dan finally braves bridesmaids dress shopping. And without his sidekick Steve, this groom is way out of his depth.
I haven't really got a clue what I'm doing. Never bought a dress before in my life. Well, not for somebody else, anyway. Well, the good news is there's plenty of purple around. Is this a dress or a top? I wouldn't really know where to start. Comes below the crutch, it's a dress.
Bridesmaids Danielle and Katie arrive to try on the dresses he's shortlisted.
Right then, here we are, the bridal room. Very appropriate.
I like this one. Yeah, I like this one. But from your face, I'm not sure what
you think. You do look like two black currants. It's not hideous, is it, though?
No, I quite like it.
Reveal. I really like it.
It's all right. I prefer the purple one. This is definitely an improvement.
Well, I don't think you look like prostitutes, do you?
Yeah, that's good.
I really like it.
We thought you were in a dilemma.
A little bit in dilemma.
But Dan doesn't do dilemmas.
Fabulous. What have you started?
That's my T-shirt.
I think it's disturbing how he fits the dress better than me.
No, it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
And I think actually, from a bit afar, it's not as blingy as it feels when it's on.
I know I do look fabulous, but I ain't wearing this at my wedding.
But the bridesmaids are. Dan spent over £300 on their dresses and shoes. That's twice as much as on Mark's suit. Let's hope he's not the jealous type. It's the day before the wedding, and Mark's back in London to see the shiny off-the-peg suit that Dan has chosen for him. He's brought his mum and dad along for moral support. He's gonna need it.
We're going to Top Shop. Are you serious? Well, it's close to Savile Row, but it's a little bit not Savile Row, is it? Okay.
Mark's dreaming of a £2,000 bespoke tail suit. Dan spent just £150 on the man he loves.
It's shaky. Very nervous about this.
Are you looking forward to the reveal, though?
A little bit apprehensive. Yeah, we'll see. Nice. It's a nice colour. It's not my size, but it's the right colour. It's a nice tie. Yeah, it's fine. No offence to you, I was expecting a designer suit that costs at least £500 to £1,000. We're in a high street chain, we're not in Savile Row or a designer, so I'm a little bit disappointed about that. But I'm just shocked that I'm here. Again, no offence, because I do love this shop and I buy all my clothes from here. But I suppose because I buy all my clothes from here, my wedding day would probably not be here. But perhaps they ran out of money. Sorry.
I just want this bit to be so special for It's not even been made to measure, is it?
I don't even know if you'll try it on.
We wanted something made for him for his wedding day.
It's just real disappointment.
A little meltdown there. I'm all right now. Fine. I'm over it now. I just was a bit shocked to be here, but I think we should just try it on.
Keep our fingers crossed. It
fits him.
It fits him, yeah.
What do you think?
Looks very nice, actually. Very nice. Yeah.
You don't look too overwhelmed.
It's a nice suit.
Jacket's not fitted as enough as I'd have it if it was tailor-made. Struggling still to get past the fact that I'm in the biggest high street store. Can this be altered?
No.
It's not fitted properly. I won't be borrowing your special cufflinks, I'm afraid, because it's just a normal button shirt. Retailing at £29.99.
Does it feel comfortable, though? Is it comfortable?
It's not about comfort, it's about style. I want to look like a groom going to a wedding and not look like I'm about to go to a business meeting or go to someone else's wedding as a guest. I think, if anything, it means that they must have run out of money and that more money will be spent on the day or whatever. I just hope that my suit hasn't come at the expense of some crappy drag queen, in which case I will be furious. Because this is so important that I had a bespoke suit. Can you imagine, like, asking a bride to come into a high street shop to buy a wedding dress? You wouldn't, would you? It's just embarrassing. I might come across as a bit of a mean, but I'm getting married tomorrow and I'm not sure if I want to get married in this.
Tomorrow, Dan will have to face Mark. Will his choice of suit ruin the big day? It's the morning of the wedding. After a night to come to terms with his wedding suit, Mark's putting a brave face on things with the support of his friends.
Oh my God, you look so lovely.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, you look
awesome.
smart.
It fits really well. Yeah, it fits really well.
Oh,
it looks fantastic.
Ooh, it's
No,
really
that looks
fitted.
it fits beautifully, honestly.
Yeah.
You guys made me feel so much better now. Yesterday I was a little bit upset about the fact that I'm wearing this suit to my, the biggest day of my life. But today I'm feeling really good about it. I think I look good. And my friends tell me that I'm looking nice, so that's made me feel better. I'm not sure what he spent all the money on. Yeah, it certainly isn't the suit, and I'm yet to see whether there's going to be a nice car picking us up or whether we'll be walking or getting a taxi.
Right, and should I run and get it?
Yeah.
It's too late to worry where the money's gone. With only 3 hours to go, there's no turning back.
Do you want a bit of bronzer on?
Oh, could go a tiny bit.
Time for Mark to see his extravagant wedding buttonholes.
I'm not sure if this big one might be for you, Mum. What do you think?
Let's have a look. I wouldn't know.
It's a bit too big, do you think?
Big, isn't it?
You're not looking impressed. You're like, what? Maybe someone can give Steve or Dan a call, because I don't want to be wearing a different one to Dan.
Okay.
So I
No.
don't know whether that big one's for me, but then that would be a bit too big,
That's
don't you
too
think?
big, isn't it?
Mark's bridesmaid calls an already stressed Steve to check who's meant to be wearing the large buttonhole.
I just went, I'll call you back, because I was like, tell him to wear it.
But don't wear it then.
Is there
Right, I'm just going to fan up and say, don't wear it then, but he won't be matching to Dan, that was the whole point.
Wear what he wants. Didn't realise it was going to be that big, but...
Hi, Steve. Hello, love. Right, that's the flower that Mark's meant to be wearing. If he doesn't wear it, then that's his choice, but he won't be matching Dan.
We're getting a bit stressed then, so we don't really... Whoever wears what flowers, it's cool. All right. Bye.
Where's the car?
Here's the Bentley. I haven't even got time to think about the fact that it's not a Bentley, but let's get in.
Mark's on the move, and his guests are starting to arrive.
Just in panic mode at the moment, so I just want to get there in whatever means possible. Oh, I can't breathe. Anyone got a paper bag I can breathe into?
I've got my asthma pump on me if you need it.
Oh, I think I might do. I need to calm myself down, actually.
Yeah, just calm down. Yeah, just calm down.
You're all right.
With Mark en route, Dan's mum is getting ready for her big moment.
I'm going to walk him down the aisle and I'm very excited. It's the start of a new life for him. I've heard a lot about it, so now this is seeing all what he's done over the last 3 weeks.
Could everybody please stand?
Where are we? Are we here? Is it a hotel?
This is not how Mark imagined his big day going.
I've spent so much time thinking about it and visualising it.
So I would be very disappointed if he doesn't get a Bentley because he knows how much I love them.
I will not wear for my wedding, the biggest day of my life, anything that's not right.
But while Dan's ready for his big moment, Mark isn't.
I need some more time. Tell him I need some more time.
Nerves have got the better of him.
Just feel a bit faint and my hands are really, really tingling at the moment, so I need a few more minutes. So.
Mark's failure to appear is making Dan panic. Is he going to be left alone at the aisle?
Could you all please be seated?
You're right, darling. I missed you so much.
Dan, will you take Mark to be your civil partner? Will you be loving, faithful and loyal to him for the rest of your lives together?
I will.
Same for you. Mark, will you take Dan to be your lawful civil partner? Will you be loving, faithful and loyal to him for the rest of your lives together?
Certainly will.
Now, if you'd like to take each other's hands, Dan, you need to repeat after me and say these words to Mark. I promise to share with you
I promise to share with you
all the good times
all the good times
and the bad times.
and the bad times.
To be your best friend,
To be your best friend,
your support and companion,
your support and companion,
and to love and respect you
and to love and respect you.
always.
Always.
I give you this ring
As a symbol
as a symbol
of my love.
of my love.
Thank you. Again, halfway on the third finger, left hand. That's it. And say these words. Okay, I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol
as a symbol
of my love.
of my love.
It gives me great pleasure to pronounce you are now legally civil partners. Would you like to kiss each other?
I'm the happiest man alive at the moment. I really sounds corny, but I really am. Sorry for keeping you waiting. I was having a bit of a panic attack downstairs, 1 or 2, and then I thought I was going to faint. And I couldn't have come up when I was feeling like that.
Let's go and get a drink.
Yeah, let's get a drink.
Guys, I just want to say we want to raise a glass in the air and welcome to the room for the first time as newlyweds, Mark and Dan.
So the boys are finally hitched. But what's Mark going to make of the hike to the reception?
It's not a Bentley, no.
I knew you wanted a Bentley.
I knew. I would have thought you would have thought I wanted a Bentley rather than a Ford, but...
I said got you a Ford Galaxy, that'll do fine.
All right, yeah. No, as long... The most important thing is that I'm with Dan and all my friends and family are behind me, so nothing's going to wipe the smile off my face today.
Not even a purple and silver cabaret venue packed with drag queens?
Proud cabaret.
Come on, let's go in.
Oh my goodness! When I first walked in, I was a little bit shocked. I was a bit like, this is a cabaret venue. I hope it's not going to be too tacky. So I'm not sure how Grandma is going to feel about this.
It's definitely not conventional, but Dan's still sticking to some traditions.
Now, in any wedding, whether it's between 2 boys, 2 girls, or a boy and a girl, the mums always expect to be involved, and the mums have had a real kind of hands-off approach to this. So we've got a couple of little gifts to say thank you very, very, very much for being so supportive of us and so understanding. Whatever, they're the same price, doesn't matter.
Hey, baby!
Thank you, my mother and my mother-in-law. We really
It's the perfect moment to reveal Dan's cabaret extravaganza.
I would quite like to just know what's going on. There's more surprises. I think I'm a bit all surprised out.
Hey, baby!
Too sad. So I tried a little marking. I got identity.
But not everyone's a fan of drag.
The cabaret was a bit of a shock. I'm sure Mark would have thought to himself, what the hell is going on now?
You're a little bit surprised, aren't you?
Everybody loved it.
Everyone loved it. I know, darling, I know. Everyone loved it, and I was included in the love of that.
Should I bend over? Should I get older just to be put on your shelf? Don't touch me, I don't know where you've been, dear.
So Dan, and I love Dan, and if Dan loves that, then that's great.
And the crowd goes wild. Hello!
The drag act may have cost Mark his suit, but Dan has one final ace up his sleeve.
We've done a little
wedding
video for you. Jen loves you.
A tribute!
A tribute to Mark.
It's Dan's special way of showing Mark just how much he loves him. It's a triumph.
That was the funniest thing I've seen in a long time. That was brilliant. That was so funny. I laughed from start to finish. It was amazing.
Will you please welcome to the floor, for the first time, your bride and groom. Which way round you like? for their first dance, Dan and Mark!
I think that this wedding has Dan and Steve written all over it with me in mind, and so I think for that reason it's been perfect.
It's so different, so wacky, totally different to what we was expecting, and I love it. He's done a brilliant job, and Mark is so happy. He's beaming all the time, and I love the whole thing. It's just brilliant.
Really pleased. Yeah, he's happy. He's married to Dan now. Of course he's happy.
To see my mum and my dad with such massive smiles on their faces, and all my friends and family have been coming up to me and going, this is the best wedding they've ever been to, and they've been absolutely ecstatic. I'm just...
Well, that's what we wanted. Memorable.
Yeah. This is my husband, and I'm looking forward to spending the rest of my life with him.
Next time, Laura.
We're just going to have a complete breakdown.
And Mitch.
It's just a bit of junky fun, you know?
If the surf's good, that will take priority over anything else.
Last surf is a free man.
The bridesmaids are really funny.
9 women.
It was £1!
Oh, hello, mother-in-law.
I'm going to break his kneecap.
Ooh.
Fancy dress!
Wash away this wedding shenanigans.